So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I see. Was it Mr. Swallow who told you to indicate that you should meet at 2:45? Yeah, and we were both there right on time. You said the victim was in the pharmacology. Is that pharmacology? Pharmacology department, correct? Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU. An alchemist? I see. I gotta admit it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. Oh, how fascinating! He sounds like quite an ambitious young man. What do I do? Maybe I should ask him for more details. I would like to know about the timing. Are you absolutely certain you met at 2:45? Yeah, pretty sure. That's when the time when class ends. They're always doing experiments, so it doesn't matter much. Experiments? Yeah, those pharmacology groups are always in the lab whipping up something. Well, it looks like he's right about the time anyway. Witness, let's go on with your testimony. I'm also going to ask about the other thing. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department. Well, okay, sure. I don't know much about it though. A little bit early in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. That's right. And they sure look dangerous. They use the non-standard voltages, so there are high voltage cables everywhere. High voltage cables? Yeah. There were electrical poles set up all around the building. The high voltage cables run overhead around the roof. Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. I think that's enough for now. So the defendant and the victim met approximately the time of his death. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason. I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either. Let me be frank, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted. What do you mean? I knew it was too much work for a little girl. However, there's one mystery that still remains. Very, Your Honor. How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct? Well, that's it. You are correct, Your Honor. So exactly how was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. I mean, this right here. But we can't really establish a murder method right now because we don't really have. But there's a cut cable, so. Your Honor. Yes, Miss Faye. I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died. That would be most impressive. Quite a brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their argument with evidence. Of course I know that. Actually, I'd totally forgotten about that. Now then, Miss Faye, let's see what you've got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted. As for the cause of death, I'd like to say this picture captured it quite well. What? But there's nothing even remotely that resembled a murder weapon here. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Faye, where exactly in this photograph is the murder weapon? It's like, come on, Judge. Well, naturally, it's right here. That's... What is that? A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard? The machines at the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere. Hello there, outsider. Welcome. It is a very good game, I agree. This is an amazing game. Yes, serious as well. So then, the high voltage cable. Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation. That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I believe some praise is in order.
Oh God, I hate Vincent Payne. Don't toy with me, old man.
Now, the victim's cause of death may have been indeed have been the high voltage cable.
I haven't actually played the Investigations 2 because I don't think it's been localized. Or last I checked, it had been localized, but it's been quite some time since I checked it. So, but I have played every other game in the series. Oh, and I haven't played the crossover ones with Professor Layton. Yeah, but there's still I should be able to find a ROM for it.
However, I want you to think what this really implies.
Yeah. Ooh. That is neat. Is that easily available on the net, or is it because I know that ROMs were like the places I would go to get yeah, thought so. Oh, that would be great.
However, I want you to think that what it really implies.
Oh. Oh, so you have it on like an R4 or something. I believe that's on the just regular DS. Oh, cool.
The only opportunity you had the only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was the defendant.
I mean, when I go to stream Investigations and Apollo Justice, I'll be using an emulator on this computer. That much is certainly true.
Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that will establish Mr. Wright was the murderer.
You do? Well, what is it?
His fingerprints.
Fingerprints? Well, the thing is, though, Twitch, like, people stream a lot of things on the internet. I mean, people stream ROM hacks a lot. For instance, there is this Pokemon game, which is the thing. You also have, you know, Kaizo Mario, which is a ROM hack. So, I mean, I would certainly get the game legally if Nintendo would fucking make it available for me, you know? You mean the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo.
Well, I guess it's not Nintendo. Yeah, it is Capcom, actually. Yeah, Capcom. It's like Capcom is saying, no, we don't want your money. Nah, we don't want more money. It's not like the Ace Attorney series and Ace Investigations has a enormous cult following, you know? Like, we're just waiting to throw money at them. Oh.
As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well.
Ah, you mean...
Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand.
What?
I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards a severed electrical cable.
Order! 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 That's enough! I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Stick a fork in us, we're done. Mr. Grasberg, my hemorrhoids never lie, but the show is over, Mia. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him. No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent. No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt. Your Honor. At this time, I'm prepared to render a verdict in this case. Do you have something further to add, Miss Fay?
Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth, the whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. But I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. Miss Fay, no matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you and I'll represent you to the very end. Yes, you do, Pix. But yeah, there are just so many things I would like. No, we're not shipping these two. No, Shard. Oh, like that. I guess. In that sense, yes, but we're not doing recesses here. Not for this case. Oh yes, it gets a lot worse. We're going down into the rabbit hole straight off of the bat. That is amazing. We've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for them to say anything. Yeah, yep. Wait a minute. Mr. Wright. Do tell me if that link is broken, because it has a track record of not working, so tell me if that link is broken, I'll fix it. It is so annoying, but my Discord link just keeps breaking despite the fact that I am keeping... Oh, wonderful. Then welcome to my Discord channel. I'll tell you what really happened. But we've already told you, Mr. Wright, there's no need for further... I did it. I admit it, I pushed him. It's my fault. It's my fault that Doug Swallow is dead. That girl, you really shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, that's none of your business. I'm telling you for your own sake. If you continue to see her, it is going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. Don't question it, Farnwell.
What you just said, was that the truth?
Oh, I'm sorry. I think Apollo is my least favorite of the attorneys. I'm sorry. I like Sykes more than I like Apollo. Yes, I was afraid if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure.
As things currently stand, we are absolutely convinced that you are.
Please give me one more chance to explain. This time, I swear I'll tell the truth. It'll be okay. Won't it, Miss Faye? I believe in you. No, we haven't met Apollo yet. He is in the next attorney game. He is introduced in the next attorney game.
I still can't believe it. He really did push the victim.
This feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake. Wait. I don't think this was a thing last time I played this game. I haven't seen him refer to the Harlem Shake before. They must have relocalized this in order to appeal to, like, you know, new memes and stuff like that. Because... yeah... oh, of the clown. Wow, that is harsh. That was harsh. Wow, poor Athena. This game is 2005 or 2006, I think. No, 2008. This game is like, I can't remember when the game is from. It is from originally 2004. 2004 was the release of this game on the Game Boy Advanced. Yeah, the game is old. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just lying there, dead.
Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock, and that, as they say, is that.
A simple explanation indeed.
I mean, I do own a DS. I do own a DS. Worst case scenario, I mean, I could plug in my second camera into a stand, but I don't really want to do that because gods. So I will probably use an emulator. I have my DS like somewhere in my cupboard over there. Maybe I should, you know, put it like in view somewhere, so like we don't have any complaints. But hey, you don't own it legit. I do.
At the time of the incident, the light rain had begun falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted.
But when I pushed him, there wasn't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, I would have noticed it. That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't have missed that.
Miss Faye, let me warn you right now that your cross-examination, if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that?
Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence that will prove it. Let's see. I can barely remember how this all goes. Okay, the loud noise is something I want to know about. A loud noise? And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like snap. You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was.
Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted.
You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous grounds here. Oh, we need more details. Right. That loud noise you heard may be extremely important, so try to remember what it was. How'd I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Could it be? Could it have been? Yes, could it have been? Hurry up and tell us. When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. He fell right on top of it, and it broke. That was probably the noise I heard. An umbrella, huh? When did that umbrella belong to the victim? But could that be it though? Because the umbrella, yeah, it is that. The umbrella is broken there, so... Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella, cheap and frail, kind of like the owner. Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone. I do have an emulator. Oh, like that. I do have an emulator like lying around. It's in my external drives. But I would definitely appreciate a copy of the other game. I can toss my money at Capcom later. Miss Faye, what do you think? Is there something important in that testimony just now? Oh, I thought... of course important. Is it my, the new information you've been waiting for? An emulator is basically a system you use to fake, like a game system on your computer. Ah, sorry. I don't know what people have. I want to have it officially entered into the testimony. Blah, 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 blah. Speak at a million miles per hour. Ah. The court agrees to the defense request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony. Let's see. Oh. I'll see if I can find it online, and if I can't, I might have to do a solution for that. I may have a solution for you. But I'll also have to see if I can find it online. But thank you for the tip. I feel completely... Blah, 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 blah. English is hard. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, because I have various things online. Like, I have... what can I use? I have a bunch of various tools I can use for something like this. So, Mr. Swallow fell on top of his umbrella? Are you certain of this? Yeah, it was right there under him. Actually, if it hadn't been under him, I was planning on borrowing it for myself. Yeah, let's do that. The umbrella, you mean? Well, yeah. You see, I was wearing this sweater here. Dolly stayed up late for nights at a time knitting it for me. I do, which is one of the things we could do. I didn't want the rain to dampen the handmade symbol of her love. No, my stomach is not to be used as your personal soccer ball, Mia. I'm sorry. Mia is so violent. That would be great. Continue on with your testimony, witness. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just lying there dead. Oh wait. I just lost my thread of thought. Chili Cheetos. I have to giggle like... So how many of those do you have left now, Fair and Well? You did buy quite a lot of them when you were here. After you shoved the victim, did you leave the scene right away? Yes, I did. Admit, I was furious.
You left without even checking on Mr. Swallow's condition?
Well, yeah, but like I said, I got worried about him later. Let's see. No, that's fine. I have, if you say it works, then it probably does. Of course, I'm gonna have to, I will still, like, put it to a VM. But I need to finish this stream first. Thank you very much. Then I'll have like every game in the series to actually stream, except for the 3DS one. Let's see. Give me a second. Let's see. What's the command for that again? Oh, we can do that afterwards, I think. Should be doing it. Let's see, I'm gonna do like this. Yes, yeah, I get it. Thank you very much. I'll fix it, download it later. Whoops. This is very much appreciated because that means I can stream every single one of them. And actually have a game I haven't played so everyone can see my fresh reactions to everything, all the nonsense. By the way, is Kai with that in that game? I hope Kai is still around in that game. I haven't really looked into it at all, and I need to know if Kai is there. And thank you very much for the follow there. Because I need my fix. And by the way, Vulpix, you'll see who we ship Edgeworth with, and you will absolutely adore her, and then you will frown a little bit and be very sad. Oh, nope, nobody. Excellent. Oh yes, Kai Faraday, she is awesome. Jeez. Could that stupid cough possibly sound any phonier? In that case, it's very hard to believe someone else could be the murderer. Okay. Let's see. But, so... the umbrella is not there though, so it's gonna be like this. Why did you test about the umbrella from the very beginning? Come on, if I hadn't mentioned that, I would have been able to counter the prosecution arguments earlier. What do you mean by that? Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole. You're absolutely right. The conclusion here is that obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive. Oh, this is awesome. I love this scene with Mr. Payne in this case. It's so good. Order! 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 The victim, he was moved? No, this is not blind, but it has been like 8 years since I played this. No, it's been more than 8 years. It's been, holy shit, it's been a decade since I played this game. Mr. Payne, the umbrella in that photo, where is it now?
Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene.
I want it presented as evidence immediately.
But the umbrella could simply have been blown there by the wind.
I can play it, but
Are there even capture cards for 3DSs? I don't really know.
According to the testimony, the victim fell